98.1 WHPR, Highland Park.
Yup. All right. It's gonna be fun.
That's straight right there. That's getting everything.
I guess we good.
All right.
We're gonna see. I pray to God. If not, we gotta fall back.
Y'all ready?
Yeah, let's do this, man.
All right, you're live.
Let the words of our mouth and the meditation of our heart be acceptable in thy sight. O Lord, our strength, our redeemer.
So be it. Welcome to it, ladies and gentlemen. This is DR 2020. Welcome to Drive Time Radio. What's happening, Detroit? I'm your host, co-host, Damian L. Butler.
And I'm your other co-host, Rock, and we are DR 2020. What we got up for today, D?
Today is straight up discipline, humility, and self-awareness. 3 key tools that you need to worry about as you grow in this leadership journey.
That's right, because look, leaders, we're giving tools for leaders so they can prosper, grow, develop for all ages. I don't care if you're an elder. I don't care if you're middle-aged, like certain men we know. We're not the old dude. We're just seasoned, all right? So with that being said, and also our youngsters, because our youngsters need it.
We got to teach them early. We get it right early. We have less of a problem later.
I feel you. So how we popping this off, though? Like, what's the segments that we getting into again?
We always got to start off with Rock's Leadership Salute.
Absolutely.
Talk about those leaders that are doing what needs to get done. Help us out.
All right,
Who we
look,
got this week, bro?
Man, it's going to be good, man. Look, this week's Rock Leadership Salute is, something that's near and dear to my heart. Something that I feel that affects the whole nation. And this is about an individual. He was actually involved in a heroic way, the Colorado shooting that took place last year. Okay, he's an individual that actually disarmed the gunman. Okay, at that time he had to be every bit of 17 years old. All right, this hero, he put himself in danger to save others. If that's not leadership or courage, I don't know what is.
Definitely.
Now, you might say, well, Rock, why are you bringing up something that's over a year old? Well, based on that heroic nature, this individual said, you know what? I'm going to go forward and do one of the most challenging things that a human being could do on the face of this earth. All right? He said, I'm going to chase that elusive title that everybody wants, but only a few can get. That should tell you right there once I said a few. So this individual, don't be smart like that, man. This individual has said, you know what? I'm going to take up on the challenge and I'm going to continue on this path of being a hero. And there's no other better way to do it except walk into the best organization known to mankind. The best organization, as a matter of fact, the best organization in the universe. This individual, his name is Brandon. Let me make sure I get this right. And while technology messing with my phone here, but I'm gonna get it right because I'm not gonna mispronounce this gentleman's name. Dude's like a hero of mine, and I'm gonna tell you what. He went to this organization. Not only did he just go into it and graduate, but this individual went into it, and for those who are in academia, let's just say he graduated magna cum laude.
Magna cum laude.
All right, he's the valedictorian, if you will.
Top of the class.
Oh yeah, top of the class. This individual by the name of Brendan M. Bailey, he is a PFC graduate of the United States Marine Corps.
Private first class.
I just ought to just drop the mic because this is Rock's leadership salute to that dude. And I'm going to tell you why this was let me tell you something. This leadership salute, it gets hard. Because there's so many people out there doing great things. It gets hard to just choose one person every week. But the reason why this not only is it near and dear to my heart But the reason why I love this story so much is because a lot of times, and I don't know if you've heard it, but I've heard people say to me and to others, like, oh, the military is just for people who have nothing else to do. Like, you know, you have nothing else to do in life, you know, or you know, you're not smart enough to do other things. So
Can't go to college.
Yeah.
Can't get a good job.
So you just join the military. But I'm here to tell you something. Quality caliber people like this is who the military is made up of. People like this. We're not only I'm a hero because I'm in the military. A lot of times people tell you, usually what you turn into, you was that before.
Right.
And so once again, I'm not going to belabor the point much more. PFC, Brendan M. Bailey, that's my leader for this week. And I wish that brother nothing but the best, man. Nothing but the best.
Private Bailey, salute to you.
Salute. What
Keep
else you
doing-
got?
Keep doing the good things, you know, a few good men. Keep making them proud.
Doggone right.
You made this one right here proud.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were going to cry on me over here.
I may.
We just got to keep it going. We just got to keep it going. Talk about, you know, all the things that are going on. I had a moment from social media this week that made my heart smile.
What happened?
One of my heroes has finally, I can't say finally, it's not, it makes it like he wasn't doing anything, but
Who, Colin Powell?
What? Yeah, man.
You like baby Colin Powell.
Colin Powell. He came out and, you know, I saw an article, and it was on CNN. And when I was reading the article, I was talking to my coworker, and I was like, you know, it would be CNN to pop this story about Colin Powell basically giving a good old tongue lashing to the Republican Party.
Okay.
It's like all this stuff going on. This is not who we are. This is not what we do.
Right.
This is not how the Republican Party is supposed to act. Y'all need to do something and do your jobs and get on the ball.
Okay.
And I mean, Colin Powell has been an open. Well, I don't want to say it like that, but he's been a Republican for a long time.
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
And
well, he's a card-carrying Republican.
yeah, I mean,
Unapologetic about it.
And he says that he, as a military officer, he was non-political, but his political affiliations lean towards Republican. So, you know, I don't fault him for that, because I'm you know, depends on what's going on and see who has the best ideas, who has the best policy, best plan. But I'm happy that Colin Powell has said something to talk about. You know, we keep talking about the leadership is not going in the right direction, and
Right.
he made a statement to say, you know, get it together, do what you know is right. And that's basically it. What we talk about, what does right look like? And,
What does right look
you know,
like?
improving the organization. So, you know, my social media moment was I gotta give it to my virtual hero. I did meet the man once.
Yeah.
Shook his hand, took a picture with him, you know. But I read a lot of his stuff, and
But
I
that's
believe in
huge.
what he's doing.
That's huge for him. I mean, that's a respectable voice
Oh yeah.
in all spheres, if you will. And like, he can walk into any room and command attention and respect.
Right.
You know, not because of like his military prowess, because of the quality of person that he is. Let's just
His accomplishment.
yeah.
I mean,
well, accomplishments, but the quality of person.
That's
Like
true, too. That's true,
like
too.
some people, I deserve that. I rate that.
Everything he's done has been stand
Yeah,
up,
yeah. When
you
you're
know.
a stand-up quality guy, people listen. People be like, if I was like me and you, we both like stop talking. Like he's that kind of person.
Right.
Don't talk when he's talking.
That's
You
it.
probably gonna miss something if you running your mouth when he's that kind of guy. So no, salute.
He's definitely, and it's good. I'm just happy that somebody else, you know, that is recognizing what's going on as well.
Yeah.
We had some assignments in school this week, and the current events that a couple of students brought up were, you know, the impeachment inquiry going on.
Right.
And one of the questions that their classmates asked, and they asked to everybody, why did you choose this topic? And the student said, because in 2020, I'll be able to vote. My voice will be able to be heard then, and I need to make sure that when I speak, you know, go into the ballot box, that I know what I'm talking about.
Right.
I go in and vote for the right person, and go in and vote for people that are doing the right thing. So it's important because the young people are watching. And we talked
Right.
about the young people last week. We talk about young people all the time, but they're teenagers. These are high school seniors, juniors, and seniors.
Mhm.
So they're looking, you know, to the near future to see what's going on and what what quality leadership looks like. You know,
I'm glad you said that, because you're segueing into what we're gonna be talking about today. We're talking about accountability and leadership, and once again, one of our staples is, what does that look like? So I think I'm gonna lead off this segment to talk about the discipline piece in the accountability and leadership, and this one is near and dear to my heart because discipline. My daughter asked me the other day. She said, because we were talking, I believe this month, just a little sidebar, I believe this week or this month is like dealing with behavioral health, like behavioral health month, like behavioral health awareness, and that is so serious. I'm glad it's getting the attention that it's getting now, because I know, especially in the African American community, that was like a very taboo thing.
Yeah, you don't go see no therapist.
Yeah, and we ain't talk about it. We made jokes about it and we hid people, but anyway, that's another topic for another day. But the point is that my daughter, she was like, what makes people strong? What makes people, get after it and make things happen? Using my words, get after. So I'm like, she was like, are other people weak if they choose to in their life, or if they choose not to work hard, or whatever the case may be? I said, there's a lot of variables in that, honey. It's a lot of variables. I said, but one of the things that can help anybody in that situation is to recognize what your discipline is. Okay. Right. And sometimes it takes people to help you with that discipline. I said, but I know for me, I had a lot of hardships. She knows about my hardships. She knows about my upbringing. It wasn't ideal. It wasn't cookie cutter. It wasn't, leave it to Beaver Land. It wasn't none of those things. It barely was even good times. Real talk. I know, right? Good times was an upgrade, but for me, it wasn't good times all the time. So I had to make do, and I really shock a lot of people. Like, people can't believe it. They just figure, oh, look at you. You're married. You got homes, property. You got cars. You got a beautiful family. You're retired out of the military. Like something must have went right for you in life. Yeah, things did, but not in the way that you would want to imagine. And then it really blows people's mind when I don't walk around blaming everybody for my life or my pains in life. You won't find, you check my social media, you won't see me blaming anybody. You won't see me really cracking down on people ain't nothing and and my haters.
Just to me, and because of you, my life sucks.
Exactly. Oh, no. Or one of the famous ones people like to use is, you doubted me, so that's why I'm a success. I'm so different from that. I don't care. I gotta care. And I try not to be mean, but when I say I really don't care, I really don't care. It doesn't matter to me. So, yeah. So check it out. Discipline for me, and let me lead off like this too. I was talking to another adult the other day, and that adult was like, hey, look, at my job, my supervisor is disappointed with young people of the day. They don't want to work, and when you put them to work, the moment they hit a hardship, they want to just give up, and then everybody want to go run off and go be an entrepreneur and be a boss. And go live their life, and they're quick to hold on to, you did this to me. They need that energy. They need it. They gotta have you the bad guy, and I'm gonna show you, and I'm gonna get on IG, and I'm gonna show you. Yeah, I'm gonna get on my Twitter, and everybody's gonna look at me. And what's funny is I'm having this conversation, but somebody that you and I both know, I actually had a conversation with this individual, young man. Because I kind of see a situation that he was in. It seemed good, but I had to reach out to him because I was like, with my wisdom, I just knew this might seem like a victory for you right now. It might seem like it's cool. It might seem like you winning. Might heal some wounds. I don't know. But this ain't it, though. This ain't it. If you're bigger than that, you're bigger than that. Tearing somebody down or reveling in somebody's lack of success, that's just putting a band-aid on what's bothering you.
Okay.
That's not healing the reason why you feel like you had to do this.
I get it.
See, that's grown man talk, an experienced person who done been through that had to reach out to a young person and say, let me tell you something different. Because everybody else probably telling you, yay, you did it. And
dog them out. You got them right.
Yeah,
they looking at you. They feeling some kind of way.
Exactly. Serve them right. And I know things come in time. Conversation that you and I had last week. Things come in time. Wisdom comes in time. Healing. But it always reminds me though. The Bible talks about a fool despises wisdom.
Right.
Like let's not be foolish. So let me go and get into discipline. The way I operate in discipline, I feel any leader should operate in discipline, is major accountability. Major accountability.
Okay.
There's a retired Navy SEAL by the name of Jocko Willink, Navy SEAL commander, who, as a matter of fact, he wrote a book about it. Major accountability. I'm the kind of individual that I look at anybody and I say, it's on you today. Now, one of the greatest examples I can give of that is, one, my life, but I don't have time to go into all of that right now. But when I went to the military, when I went to the United States Marine Corps, I was so ready to get after it. And when I say get after it, that means everything. I went to the Marine Corps of the attitude of, don't cheat me. Whatever it takes to be a Marine, I want that. So what, we running through mud and we getting all dirty? I need it. We doing a 25-mile ruck march. That's like a march, like for those who don't know, that's like a march with people with like 80 pounds on your back. Let's do it then. Am I getting hollered at? Am I getting screamed at? Give it to me. I need that. Am I doing push-ups till my arms fall off? I need that in my life. That was my mentality. Don't cheat me from accomplishing this. You see what I mean? I didn't want the easy way. When people was like, oh, I hope we don't do this today. I hope we don't go to the gas chamber. Why? Why would you say that? I need gas in my life. So that was me. So with that being said, I was never the individual of like, oh, the drill instructor gonna get on you. They gonna holler at you. You better do what you're supposed to do, or they gonna crack, you know what I'm saying? They gonna get on your behind. So what that drill instructor doesn't understand is that I want to accomplish this and do this more than what he can ever even begin to think. You can't fathom how bad I need this right now. That is my level of discipline. That is my mentality. I get after it because I want to. Because I have to be better. I don't rely on what somebody did to me, or watch this, or what somebody's not doing for me. By us having this show right here is a prime example of that. I'm not worried about what's up. Nobody come to me, hey Rock, I got money to put on your book so you can do your show. Don't matter.
I'm gonna make it happen.
I'm gonna make it happen. So what am I saying? Discipline is all about, here's my definition of discipline. Discipline is doing what's right when no one's looking. I got that from somebody, I just don't know. I ain't giving them the credit. It's mine.
Take it like they
Discipline
take everything else.
Is doing what's right when no one's looking. Everybody can attempt to do what's right when Big Brother watching, or you got somebody holding you accountable. But what about self-accountability?
And it's just you.
Come on now.
You and the man in the mirror.
You know one of the biggest things that bothered me when we was in the military? What bothered me is like when people felt like they need to supervise me all the time. It irked me when people asked me. And I know that was part of the gig, but people who didn't know me, they would ask questions. And they would consider it like I'm supervising, I got to follow up and da-da-da-da. And I'm looking like, I need to get this done just as much as you need to get it done. Like, do you not know who you speaking to?
They didn't know.
No, they didn't know. So, and so with me, that's the level of discipline. You don't need to watch me. You don't need to feel like you got your thumb on me for me to do it. I'm doing it because it's part of the task. I'm doing it not just only for the greater good, but yeah, I'm doing it for myself. And when I speak about that, that's why it's hard for me to cut a lot of people slack. When you come from the background that I've come from, my rearing or the lack of rearing, it's hard for me to have sympathy on somebody who just looking for a complaint. And what I mean by that, and I'm gonna wrap it up and end it with this. One of the things that used to irk me, and it irks me to this day, even being a civilian, it irked me a lot in the military, when people, our subordinates, would pick and choose between leaders. So what would happen is, so say for instance, you got Major Butler and you got Sergeant First Class Wilder. So if Sergeant First Class Wilder say something and I'm holding you accountable to what the standard is because the United States Army said that's what right is, there is no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Nope.
It's the way to do it. It's not my fault you woke up late. It ain't my fault you ain't got a haircut. It ain't my fault you fat. What you want me to do? So you want me, oh, I see what's going on. So you want to find a leader that's going to cupcake you and coddle you. Oh, it's okay. Everybody wake up late. No, I'm not going to do that. Now, there's a difference between you trying and now I can help you. But if you just blatantly playing the system and think you can do whatever you want to do and you're going to wind your way to become one of the elite in this organization, you got another thing coming when it comes to me. That lets me know you have no discipline. You just want to achieve things. You're just a you guy. You're just a me gal. That's what you are. You don't have discipline. Discipline isn't your motivator. And what does that tell me? This is the telltale sign that as a leader, when you're given the title of leader, because that's what it's going to be, you're going to be given it. You're not going to earn it. You're going to be given it because somebody carried you along the way. And what's going to happen is, and when I talked to this adult today who said that their supervisor was teed off about the millennials of today, my retort to that was, you know what? We ain't got nobody to blame but ourselves.
That's it. Who raised these kids?
Dropping this mic, cause I keep going, man.
Who raised these kids? Discipline is part of the process. See, everybody wants to be part of the result. Nobody wants to be part of the process. The only way to get results is go through the process.
Right.
Everybody wants to chill. Everybody's like, I gotta chill out and get, there's a time to work, there's a time to play, and discipline is what tells you the difference. The ability to go through and take whatever I need, take whatever comes my way that I need to go through, because there's a path you got to take. You have to go through. You got to go through these streets to get to where you're going. People sitting in traffic right now, like, man, why? Because that's just part of the process. You cannot skip over things and just get to the top. If you're setting the top as a leader, you're gonna fall. There's no way, because you don't know what the process is. When people bring you problems, you can't solve them.
Right.
Discipline becomes the problem solver. Understanding the task, going through the task, doing the work is what sets up the discipline. That's what sets you apart. When people outside standing in the rain and they're running and hiding as soldiers, when it rains, we stand out in the rain.
Right.
At attention, in the rain. I don't know how you did that, man. I couldn't do it. I can't tell you how many friends of mine told me, man, that not even friends outside the military, friends in the military talking about this feel like a jail cell.
Right.
When you getting released.
Right.
Never. I'm in here for life. I left the military on my own accord, but I
Right.
never ever thought about getting out. I would have soldiers come to me, sir, what do you have to do when you have to start ACAPing? What's ACAPing? Sir, you don't know what ACAPing is? No, I've never thought about getting out.
Right.
I've never looked for a way out. I'm in it for the long haul. I'm going to do everything that I need to do to get to the next level. When I was an airman, when I was an E3, I had an opportunity to be on the United States Air Force Honor Guard drill team, the elite, the guys that everybody cheers for.
Right.
I chose not to because I wanted my college degree. Right. Back in those days, we didn't have online classes. I had to go sit in the class. I had to have the discipline to go to class every night, right, do the work, and get the grade. Right. I couldn't go out and have fun and be the star, and I couldn't do both things. So discipline helped me make a choice. Right. Discipline is the thing that sets you apart.
Let's ask this question. But why are we disciplined?
Focus, determination, desire, and understanding of there's a process. See, it's easy for me to say
I would say those are the
now.
elements. I'll say those are the elements to be disciplined. But why are we, what's the main reason why we need to be disciplined? I guess that's the better way to phrase it.
Well, if you want to be successful, you need to be disciplined.
Can I say it in a way that's personal to me?
Speak your mind.
I gotta live. Is that too much? I'm being serious. I have to live. I have to survive. For me, my mentality has been that for a long, and it's still that. Probably maybe not as much as when I was a young boy coming up, but it took discipline to understand I don't need to go here at this time of the night.
Right.
On this side of town.
Right.
See what I mean?
Discipline.
I'm not gonna make it.
When you're disciplined, you understand what it's like to be alone.
Yeah, come on, man.
See, discipline is unpopular.
No, very unpopular.
Discipline gets laughed at.
Absolutely.
Discipline is why are you in the house? You know, everybody out here doing their thing. Why are you in the house?
Or
playing
let's
that
say it like this:
saxophone?
people run from discipline.
And
can I say this? And because you always say we're what? We're the mentors.
We're the mentors you never know you had.
And always laugh at that because not that is not true. But I'm like the mentor like you really don't want but you need. I'm like that mentor because here's the deal. One of the things that irritated me, and I can say this, I spent 20 plus years in the military. It irritated me the development of just how things change. It's still great people in the military, don't get me wrong. The system is great, but I can be honest to say it changed.
Yeah.
The development of people, that changed. You know, the unnecessary coddling. Now, I'm not saying go to the far extreme, beating on folk, hazing people. Far extreme, right?
Right.
Then rubbing your back and telling you it's going to be all right and allowing you to not meet the standard.
To be subpar.
And you receiving taxpayer dollars to be subpar, I have a problem with that. So all I'm saying is that's why I don't run to be a mentor.
Okay.
Because first off, it's a two-way. Always, you know the example I use for like mentorship? Movie analogy? The Karate Kid. The Karate Kid. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. Mr. Miyagi, Danielson wanted something, but he wanted what he wanted, how he wanted. Come on. God, I'm about to get excited. Miyagi was wise enough and smart enough to be like, I can give you that, but I got to get you to a certain place. I got to get your mind to a certain place. So I'm going to have you do wax on, wax off, paint the fence, sand the deck, all that. Danielson got irritated one day and was like, look, I'm painting stuff, waxing your cars, sanding your decks. I ain't learned nothing. Miyagi just got gangster on him one day. It's like, look, hush. Show me paint the fence. Daniel like, yeah. Me like, hit him with that Japanese stuff. Or Korean. No. Japanese, yeah. Because Okinawa.
Yes,
shut him down.
Different. They are different.
Yes, they are different. Shut him down. And then showed him what I'm showing you and what I'm teaching you is this. But what I really loved about it, he got firm with Daniel. He got firm with him. Yeah. Not firm in a way to insult him or berate him or insult him, but just let him know, I'm the leader.
I'm the one. I have the knowledge.
But watch this. In this day and age, we want you to make. So if we're mentors, I gotta be like Mr. Miyagi. You will get a hot dog from me, a grilled hot dog, when you start acting right. You'll get some cotton candy and some all that. Look, I'm not doing all of that. Because what we're missing, they wanted that young people will take it the way they want it as long as you give it to them.
They just want the result.
Thank you. Pass me a basketball so I can shoot. Just praise me when I'm out here playing football. Like, be a big brother to me. Like, I guess that worked for that organization and other places.
See, but
what we're going through today,
the people who want it have a different picture. Because you got big brother, big sister. No, we need mother, father. Big brother, big sister. Big brother, big sister. No disrespect to big brother, big sister.
No disrespect.
They're doing their thing, but there's a time when you need that discipline.
Right.
But see, what we overlook discipline as is love.
Exactly.
If I'm going to take the time to discipline you, I'm giving you love.
Yeah.
Because I'm giving you tools that you're going to need later on.
Yeah.
Because all that time that I make you dribble with your right hand.
Right.
You can't dribble with your right hand.
Right.
Right hand only.
Right.
Okay, now go left hand. Go left hand. Now, once you know how to do that, when the problems come, when the defense comes, when they trap you, and you have to go one way, you know, you already just instinctively.
Instinct, muscle memory, you know to go to
But
it.
if I let you do it your way, the undisciplined way of just
Right.
chucking up threes, we're never gonna do anything.
Right.
Because you don't know, step number one, step
Yeah,
number
yeah,
two,
yeah,
step
yeah,
number three.
yeah.
All you know is the result. All you know is ice cream. You don't know how ice cream is made.
Yeah,
You don't know the slow turn. You don't know that you gotta get coarse salt.
Right.
You can't just put, Morton's in that thing. You gotta go through a process.
Right.
And to understand what you're doing, you gotta be disciplined to know the process. And once he got frustrated, Miyagi knew that, okay, now it's time to take him to the next level, because he's done it. So
Right.
now his mind is there. He's gonna react and show me what he knows. Now I can show him what the next
right.
level
And then let
is.
me end it with this. The other thing that I love about that relationship is that Miyagi was committed to him.
Yeah.
Like when he took him on, he literally took him on as like, this is my pupil, and it developed more so into like, this is like my son. You see what I mean? Like there's a commitment level
Discipline
there.
creates commitment, and
Yeah.
discipline lets you see
Yeah.
the big picture.
Yeah.
Undisciplined people can't see past their face.
Right. So I would say this, because I want to get to the next segment so you can expound upon the next topic. But I would say this. To your point earlier when you said like discipline is love, the Bible even referenced that. Is that God chastens whom he loves. So we running from discipline, you're really running from love. Because those who want to take the time out to hold you accountable, as we talked about again, leadership accountability. Guess how much better of a leader you're going to be when you get your shop tight, when you get you tight.
Yep.
So with those that come after you, because what we like to do, we like to be in a position, but we're going to do the same cupcake stuff. Or, watch this, the worst thing you could be is a hypocrite. You're going to try to hold somebody to a standard that you never lived up to yourself. Oh, don't get me. Go ahead, man. You're about to get me excited.
But so moving forward with the discipline, there's always you always have to do some kind of self-assessment. One of the next pieces that we're going to talk about is humility.
Yeah.
Having the humility to sit back and evaluate what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Humility is going to help you apologize. Humility is going to help you see the error of your ways. Humility is going to let you know that, oh, snap, that does work.
Right.
I do have a mean left hand, even though I'm not left-handed. It's an opportunity to step back and say, oh, my bad. How did I get here? What did I do? And who do I need to get to the next level? One of the things that I was thinking about with this humility was, I've been called quite a few times throughout my career, in my my time in the military, and throughout my life, cocky, arrogant, conceited, self-centered. Name the word. This a conceited dude. He's all about himself.
I'm afraid to ask who said that.
Everybody. I had a colonel tell me that in the Pentagon. My boss told me that. That was my reputation when he came into the organization. We were going. Okay, my commander. So I've heard it over and over again.
We don't do bosses on DR 2020. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Back in the day, so while the story that comes to mind when I think of humility is getting set up by somebody gassing me up.
Okay.
Somebody gassed me up to tell me that I was more to a process than I was. And the humility piece came on the back end when somebody's like, you know what, I'm gonna give you a second chance. Okay. So we were planning an event, and it was a command level event. So
yeah.
at the Pentagon level, we're bringing in 2- and 3-star generals to start briefing them on the new way that the Army's gonna do some things. So I get tasked out because action officer, go take some action. So you're the operations guy. Everything goes through you. This is the agenda. We're not taking anything else. If it doesn't fit in these boxes, don't do it. Don't worry about the civilian contractor coming in and providing everything that we need and going to get us done. You are the boss. If you don't like it, you don't do it. Don't take the experts at their word. You do what we need you to do. Got it. Let's drive on. I'm the sentry at the door, and we going in. If it doesn't fit these parameters, we're not doing it. And the contractors looked at me like, who is this clown? They never said any bad things to me, but they just, okay, cool. Let me get in my little way. Let me do what we set up with for the team, and let us fall on our face. Now, I'm the operations guy. Everything is on my shoulders. I'm looking like Boo Boo the Fool. The team is back there like, so what do we do? Captain Butler, what do we do? Contractors, what do we do? All right, this is how we can fix it. And they gave me 1, 2, 3. Just that simple. 1, 2, 3 didn't fit into ABC that we had lined up over here.
Okay.
So I had to step back and okay, I need help. I understand we had a setup. I had a plan. The plan was garbage. You never said my plan was garbage, and you knew if you said it, I wasn't going to hear you. But now I need your help. Can you help me? I was a little bit ahead of myself. I need some help. They set me down and it's okay. This is how we fix it. Boom, 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 boom. End of the day, the event was a success. Who got the credit? Captain Butler. I got the credit, but I had to pass it off to. I had to include my team because I got to work with them again. But I got to go back and talk to the contract and say, look, this is what you were the hero in my corner.
Right.
So thank you for that. And if it wasn't for you, I'd be done. I'd be done. And this would be my last job, my last task in the Pentagon. But because I was able to say sorry, I don't know, and thank you, later on, the contractor and I started working on other things. She brought a personal, like her nephew was getting ready to go into the Army. She brought the kid to come talk to me about the process of basic training, what to expect, and going down range and getting ready to deploy and be in a war zone. I was the type of person that she wanted him to know and be around and understand because of my humility. My ability to get the job done, but also because I know when to step back and say, okay, this is a little bit much, or I need to make a change. I was able to say, all right, hold up, stop, let's reevaluate. The information that was given to me was a little bit off. There were some personal issues with the team and the contractor,
right.
And then I'm the middleman. But humility is, you need that to learn, to be able to see things for what they are,
right.
And to know when you stepped in it, and okay, step up to the side, clean yourself up, and say, it's on me. This is my process. This is my task. You didn't do it. Now, yeah, you gave me bad information. You told me these contractors were one thing and they were a completely different thing. And they were the exact opposite. But so you take it, I did it, I own it. How do I fix it? The ownership of humility, the ability, I keep saying the ability just to stop and to check in.
Okay.
Is key. And that's really it. When you make a mistake, when you spill the beans, you say I spilled the beans and you start to clean it up. Don't try to go get somebody, hey, I dropped some beans over there, go pick it up. Nah, grab the broom, grab the dustpan. Somebody's gonna come help you because that's their job. Hey sir, let me get that.
Yeah.
They're gonna take the broom from you. But once you start going and spilling beans and telling everybody what to do, they're gonna wait. They're gonna watch you. They're gonna set you up and let you fail. But when you start to take care of yourself, you start to take care of other folks, and that grows and brings people on your side. She trusted me enough to let her family, this is her blood,
right,
come talk to me about lessons that are coming, life lessons that are going to be important. You're going to go down range and start, you're going to a war zone. Let me take you to a guy that I know that works in an office over here who's been to a war zone that can help you out. That ability to say, whoa, my bad, made a huge difference. That she's a continued resource. Now I get to, we're connecting on social media on the personal side, and I can see her daughter grow up. So now I get to offer some, advice to how to raise a teenage girl.
Yeah.
But had I been, on my high horse, this guy is cocky. He's conceited. He thinks he knows it all. He's gonna run into a wall. He's gonna fail, and I'm gonna watch him do it. There's no, humility helps me grow relationships.
Yeah.
And that's key, and that's something that's missing because it's not always about me. I got to have another piece to grow, to be able to be open and grow. I got to be unguarded because humility, not being humble.
Yeah.
set you up for the failure.
I like that. I like that part. I like all of it. The unguarded piece. And when I'm listening to you, and people need to understand the environment in which we came out of. A lot of other environments are maybe male-driven. A lot of A-type personalities, alpha males, if you will, and maybe some alpha females. Okay, where being perceived as not knowing, not understanding, not being fully competent of any kind of task that you're assigned in the military. And in a lot of ways, at certain points of leadership, you're given tasks, you're given assignments, don't know nothing about it. I don't know, but you've been groomed for leadership. We don't care if you don't know nothing about it. You don't need to know. And I saw that I saw that type of treatment in my early stage of being an NCO, or being a non-commissioned officer, and that was really usually reserved for senior non-commissioned officers. As a junior non-commissioned officer, I was tasked with what a platoon sergeant would do. Get them from point A to point B, and they need to perform such and such tasks and this and that. I know nothing about. Don't matter. You know how to troop troops, right? You know how to get them from point A to point B, right? Yeah, then do it. Okay. Then what? And then it all fell down to accountability. I couldn't shy away from the task at hand because I didn't fully understand. But to your point, humility had to come into play, and guess what I had to do? Had to lean on them leadership principles I was taught, and guess what? I got to build and groom leaders and use them as help. And guess what? I don't fully understand what's going on here or what needs to be done. You two, who may be junior ranked than me, I outrank you, I'm senior than you, but I'm dependent on you two. But at the end of the day, just because I depended on them, the accountability still fell with me.
Yeah. And
I know you in your position, that was pretty much, once you got to, as far as being a commissioned officer, that was your day-to-day walk. Day-to-day. It don't know nothing from nothing until you grew in it, but you were ultimately responsible. And I don't know what happened, but that changed in the military too. I don't know what happened. I know there's some good officers out there, but y'all, man, I can say it because I served, doggone it. Y'all some lazy jokers sometimes, man. It's like y'all ran from that. It's like, I'm in charge, but I'm not responsible. I was like, what happened? What?
The two things don't go together.
It don't go together. But what that shows me was everything you just said. There was no humility there. Nobody wanted to be humble enough to say, I'm not fully there. But guess what? You said this about 2 podcasts ago. I'm with you. Like, I'm with you. In order for me to earn y'all respect, the troops' respect, especially the NCOs, I'm out here with you to show you. That's humility. And you know what? That bleeds over into day-to-day life. Yeah. You and I both, we're parents. We're husbands. Come on, man. It's not easy being the big dog in your house. And I'm going to be honest with you. I learned as I went, man. Yeah. I'm talking about
people out there to teach you.
Like, I still don't know. I'm not a mechanic. That's not my thing. I don't care about being a mechanic. I ain't into turning wrenches. But I gotta be like, look, I don't know. But guess what? I'm gonna find out. And if I can't find out, I'm gonna find out who can. You see what I mean? We gonna make it happen. I'm not a plumber. I'm not skilled trade things. I'm not a lot of. I don't do, and I'm not ashamed. But that's might be hard for some men to admit. But sure. I don't. But I know how to pay for it. I know how to research. I got Google. I'll figure it out.
I mean, that's your job. Provide. You provide the service.
But if you're not humble,
provide the service.
If you're not humble, you won't do it. True. You will let things just fall apart because you don't have the humility to say, you know what, and watch this. What happens when your wife's better at something than you?
I get out the way and let her do it. My wife can lay tile like that's what she do for a living.
Playing.
Man, I ain't laying no
Quit
tile.
playing.
I mean,
You know, a lot of women do.
But they
are
like
into
that
Do
arts and crafts
do
stuff.
it, do it yourself
Now,
type
but
stuff. Yeah.
Go ahead and lay it.
Yeah,
Go ahead and
do that.
design it. That's what you want it over. Now, tell me where you want me to put it.
I got that's right. I was getting ready to say I'll be apprentice or whatever.
Where you want
You got the little towel with the little bucket with the cement.
I'll carry the tiles in. I'll carry the cement in.
Right.
I'll go get the tool. I'll go buy the saw.
But listen to the beauty of what you're saying right now. Guess what? Y'all getting something done. You're adding beauty to your home. You're finishing a project together because you said, you know what? You know best. You know better than me. But I'm here with you.
Look, man.
Come on, man.
It's not. Once you realize it's not about you,
Right.
and you need other people for you to be better.
Right.
So if you want to be the man, okay, cool. But it's going to take some people. And for me, for my project management level, my project management task or whatever for this event, for me to get my worth, I needed that contractor. I needed her team, and the team that my team was like we had to work through some things, and we weren't fully there yet to be charging the way we were charging. The contractor knew it.
Yeah.
And the contractor used the opportunity to say, okay, this is the teachable person. I'm going to teach you. Let's move forward. And that was that. So you can't take everybody with you because humility is a personal thing. And if you don't have it, it's going to affect everybody.
Now, by you saying it's a personal thing, that if it's personal, you need to be aware of things. And I believe that's our last segment. We like 15 minutes. So self-awareness. Because everything is the other two things that we talked about: discipline, humility. Like you got to be aware that either you have it or you don't. You got to be aware of how to get it.
You got to
if you don't have it.
And that's where the relationship comes in. That's where people and.
Okay, can I say this? Can I say this? It's being self-aware. It's like you got to know yourself. And I would like to say this. To me, self-awareness is being honest with yourself.
There it is.
And I'm not trying to always pick on, people that's, a little overweight. I'm not trying to pick on them folks.
That's a military thing.
No, it ain't.
It is.
No.
People in the military.
I disagree. That they pick on people or just being aware of somebody that's overweight?
We always talk about being fat and not being able to do PT or out of
I
shape
don't know,
or
dog.
that kind of stuff.
I'm going to tell you like this. I'm going to say it like that. This is the reason why I use body weight, body size. All right? Medically, it's a proven medical fact. Unless you Samoan, or unless you an NFL player that got muscle built up with that girth, yeah, or you a sumo wrestler. I'm talking about athletes here. Or Samoans, they're just born into that. It is big people. That's fair, right?
Yeah.
Those are facts. But everybody else, unless you got a medical condition, I'm just being honest. It's a problem. It's always been a problem.
Yeah.
But we skirt over it. Now think about it. Not only are you just harming yourself, if you are overweight, extremely overweight, okay? But you're putting a hazard to those that you say you love. Something happened to you, and then you got to be, evacuated, moved out of a burning house, but you're not a one-man carry. I'm just be honest. Be honest.
It's hard.
It's going to be extremely hard.
It's hard.
You might have to burn because we can't move you. It's a problem. And not only that, medically, what I'm saying is, medically, it's always a condition. No doctor will ever tell you, well, the weight that you at, yeah, it's unhealthy for you, but you're going to be all right. No doctor's going to tell you that. What that doctor is going to say is that, you're looking at potentially, if you continue on this path and your weight increases, you're looking at high blood pressure, you're looking at diabetes, along with a number of other things, fatigue, so on and so on. So what am I saying? That is a hurtful topic, but I think it is one that is so relevant to us today that we just look over it. And I know people who deal with issues of being overweight. I'm not saying like they don't work at it. I get it. But to not have the awareness of what it does to you and for those around you, it's to me that in and of itself, coupled with other things, will keep you. You will never have the rest of those other things that we talked about: discipline and humility. So, in other words, you won't. How much more can you be at your optimal best if you have that self-awareness to say, you know what, I'm not at where I need to be. And honestly, guess what? I am going to face a medical problem if I don't tighten it up. You know what? I will be better, productive in my day if I get to a weight that is ideal for me to be functional. That is self-awareness. That is being honest. Now, I used body weight, but guess what? I can go with a number of things. If you like to gamble a lot and spend your money on that, guess what? You lack self-awareness. If you like to mess around on the internet all day, looking at videos or whatever, guess what? That's a lack of self-awareness. You're not getting any work done. You see what I mean? You're not getting productive work done. So we can put self-awareness to anything.
Right.
To anything. And once again, going back, and you totally agree, to not have self-awareness is basically you're saying to yourself, I don't want to be honest with myself.
True. And that self-awareness is the result of discipline and humility. If you put it together, if you have the discipline and you have the discipline to stick to the course, you have the humility to say, I'm wrong. Now you're aware of your shortcomings and you can try to fix them. And they go together. You can't have one without the. I mean, and they're good things to have. The self-discipline is extremely important. Humility, you got to be able to say, all right, is it me? And then you have to be aware to say, yes, it is you, and you have to do the work, and no one else can do it for me.
Right.
So it's a triangle. You know, you missing one leg, you're gonna fall on your face. So it's important to understand how important It's important to understand how important. It's important to understand self-awareness and know where it comes from.
Let me ask you this, and I don't think this was part of our thing. Accountability partners. What's your thoughts on that?
That's key. That's key. And you may not look. This contractor was an accountability partner. Because she was like, okay, these are things you need to do to make this situation go away and get right. And when they're done, you know, I'm here to help you. She was Miyagi. It's just in a nicer way. And drill sergeants are accountability partners in a way because they're on you. You're gonna do this, whether you want them or not. That's important. And the humility and you know, having humility allows you to hear what they have to say.
See, I think we just advised everybody to get them an accountability partner. So if you're a leader, you need an accountability partner too. If you know you're not fully in your leadership role just yet, you still need an accountability partner because you're heading towards leadership. And once again, accountability partner is going to hold you accountable to being disciplined. Right. It's going to hold you accountable to be humble. Absolutely. An accountability partner also is going to work with that self-awareness piece. It's going to tell you. Now, I didn't say get a yes man. Two different things.
Oh, most definitely.
Yes man, accountability partner. Or yes lady, yes woman. Don't get that.
You shouldn't be able to intimidate your accountability partner.
That's good.
I shouldn't be able to look across the table and be like, yo, we gonna go be foul.
Right.
We gonna go be foul right after we leave here. You got to be able to speak. Nah, we not doing that. Look, you go do it by yourself and you deal with what comes because I'm not going there with you. Now, and you shouldn't go either. But look, you a man. A grown man. I'm a grown man. I'm not going. You shouldn't either. But if you're gonna do it.
Now, word to the wise, everybody listening. Accountability partners can come in a lot of ways. Now, you can go get you one, or if one comes to you, right? Because somebody can come to you and say, "Hey, look, you know, I see what you're dealing with. I see what you're going through. Be it, you know, homework, classwork, whatever the case may be. You know, home projects, your home life, whatever. don't be so quick to turn that away. You're being given an olive branch. So let's go ahead and take on that.
So everybody wants to be number one. Everybody wants to be the man. Everybody wants to be the woman. I'm all of that, but you're not.
Yeah.
And you need some help.
Right.
Everybody needs some help, and that's key to growing a relationship.
Yeah.
Well, communicating, growing relationships, and being accountable.
It
always comes back to those three things for me, and doing the work.
Yeah.
Doing what's
Now
necessary.
this was tough, man. Not tough that we can talk this all day long, but this is tough medicine.
Oh yeah.
This is tough medicine,
Oh, yeah.
but this is the type of medicine that's gonna make you better. And watch this. And I would say this: if you think you got this, like, oh, I got it, you're missing that
Put it
humility
to a
part.
test.
Yeah.
Put to a test.
Yeah, we all can be better. We all can be better, no matter what level we are. We've been around some of the best at high ranks, walking around generals, and they still, because the level of responsibility that those individuals have at where the position that they are. Come on now, most of them still haven't. That's like saying you've experienced every experience there is to experience in life. You're not there yet. All right, so we would go on. Look, man, we at 5 to the hour. It is time for Damien's Iron Supplement.
As iron sharpens iron, so does one man sharpen another. And that's the whole key. You got to have somebody else next to you to help you go through this process. But today's iron supplement is very simple. I was trying to come up with something profound, something deep. It's very simple. Dr. Dean Ornish, he's a best-selling author. He was an advisor to President Obama. He has a quote on the internet and it says, "A little humility goes a long way." That's it. A little humility goes a long way. Humble yourself and see how far it takes you. Close your mouth, open your ears, and watch how much further you get from doing all that talking.
Come on, man. You about to make me start preaching up in here.
Mic drop.
Drop it. What do you say? Humble yourself under the mighty hand of God. And
A little humility goes a long way.
that's good.
That's your
good.
iron supplement. That's it. Remember that as you go through these next couple of days.
That's good stuff. Hey, look. We was talking offline, and I think we should implement that. Hey, look, this is our 4th week. Okay, 1 month down, and we running strong, and we gonna keep adding stuff. And look, next week, okay, I believe we should introduce the DR 2020 book club.
Let's do it. I got a list for you. I definitely got a list for you.
The DR 2020 book club, and that way we can introduce people to some things. Watch this. It's going to be fun because even if it's something maybe people have read before, guess what? Read it again with us.
Yeah.
Read it
Get a
again
new
with us.
perspective.
Yeah.
Get a new perspective.
And then we can introduce them to some books maybe they haven't read.
We're going to go deep.
Yeah.
You know, first you learn to read, now you start reading to learn. And we're going to learn you something today.
You're stupid, man. How you feel, bro?
I feel good.
I feel good
I
too,
feel
man.
good.
Hey,
It's a
look.
good time.
Hey, our brother Antonio is in the building. My young brother who came through to check us out and help us out. So, hey, look, y'all gonna be hearing some more from my brother Antonio. But look, we doing our thing. DR 2020. Thank y'all for being with us. Tune in next week between 5 p.m. 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
1, action.
All right, here we go. It's coming. Starting next week. DR 2020 Book Club.
The book club.
We're going to give you something to read. It's going to teach you a lesson. We're going to discuss it and figure out how it's affecting each of us, how we're going to go to the next level together.
Absolutely. Look, you may have read the books that we're going to introduce to you. You may have read them before, or you may not have. Either way, we're here to enlighten you and bring something new to the table, and you can share with us all the exciting information and all the exciting ways to grow in leadership with us. Damien Rock, DR 2020. Peace.